The home stretch for Democratic presidential candidates begins right now. Iowa voters will decide tonight which candidate they want to run for the White House. Voters begin officially caucusing at 7 this evening. Iowa is the first state to do so. Jason is live in Des Moines this morning, hearing from candidates, voters, and volunteers getting ready for the big day. Good morning, Jason.
Good morning, Kim. Iowans and the candidates waking up both excited about the chance to finally go to their caucuses, gather together, and talk about who they want to run for president. Also waking up fatigued as candidates have been all over this state this weekend, and the voters have been being contacted by people running for president, frankly, for more than a year now. All comes down to this morning. This weekend, Minnesota Senator Amy Klobuchar putting on her last final push here before she had to get on a plane and go back to Washington, D.C. Here she is with her final plea to voters here.
I'm going to ask you to call every people, go to more doors, get your friends out at the caucuses, get people to go to caucuses that you never thought would go to caucuses. Get them out there.
Senator Klobuchar saying that she did not anticipate this event in Mason City, Iowa, to be her final event, her final major speech. She is in D.C. today for the impeachment. Surrogates have been down here. You saw Minnesota's governor and lieutenant governor. Here's her daughter and her husband this weekend. I did ask Governor Tim Walz and Lieutenant Governor Peggy Flanagan if Iowans were receptive to hearing a couple of Minnesotans tell them who to vote for.
The thing that I say I'm most impressed with is how thoughtful people are about this. There's undecideds in there and they want to hear, and I think you're right about a surrogate coming in. I approached it being a school teacher, and I think looking at it how folks, as they talk to us as governor and lieutenant governor, what's going to impact their life. And they're talking about results. They're talking about somebody's going to have to heal this country and bring us together.
People say that we're rivals. Not when it comes to the kind of future and values that we hold about the difference that we want to see be made in this country. Working together across lines of difference to improve the lives of everyone is something that Minnesotans and Iowans can certainly get behind.
Well, Senator Klobuchar and the other senators in the race juggle the double duty, running the presidential campaign and working the impeachment trial in D.C. It was Senator Klobuchar's family once again staying behind here on the campaign trail, as May Murphy met up with her husband and daughter to see how they handle working double duty.
It's Abigail Bessler who's done a lot of the heavy lifting, getting a lot of local and national press attention for her hosting of Iowa hot dish suppers in her mother's absence.
You're everywhere. I have been everywhere. I try to be half as many places as my mom is.
How has that been, though? I mean,
it's been a lot of fun. I've been eating a lot of hot dish, sometimes for lunch and dinner. Which is always good. Professor
Bessler, a legal scholar, is upbeat as the Marathon Iowa campaign comes to a close.
We are coming almost a full year since the announcement of the snow, but she's working really hard, and we're seeing a lot of momentum here at the end, so we're excited about it.
As May Murphy there at a barbecue restaurant Super Bowl party last night that Amy Klobuchar held with hundreds of Iowans in a suburb here of Des Moines. Senator Klobuchar telling us that she does hope to come back to Iowa tonight after her duties in the U.S. Senate wrap up. Voters, for their part, are telling us that they are open to changing their mind even at the very last minute. We have heard that all over Iowa. Caucuses are about discussion. They're about trying to change people's mind, and we will see what happens tonight. Every campaign has tried to get your caucus vote?
Well, sure. Yeah, everyone. And if I'm being honest, I am 100% behind any candidate, Democratic candidate, but I've gone to almost all of them, and Amy is the one who I feel like has the most sensibility. She doesn't speak in hyperbole. She says what she means.
There were also events to show support for President Donald Trump in Iowa. counselor of the president. Kellyanne Conway acted as a surrogate for the president on the campaign trail in West Des Moines. The Republican governor of Iowa, Kim Reynolds, was also there. They had a meet and greet with supporters and thanked volunteers for their help. With all of the talk about the Democratic caucuses here in Iowa, it is important to remember that Iowa voted for Donald Trump against Hillary Clinton by about 10 percentage points. But if you go back 4 years before that, Iowa voted for Barack Obama by 5 percentage points. So this, like Minnesota, is a state up for grabs. Tonight will be about the Democrats, although Republicans will be caucusing. It is Donald Trump's race. He's the only one really in it in the Republican side. Caucuses at 7 o'clock tonight. We have lots more coverage throughout the morning, Kim. We talked with a number of students from the Twin Cities who are here in Iowa observing. What a great real-life classroom for them.
Oh, sure.
So we'll have that coming up for you in the next half hour.
Jason, I know you've been really busy there reporting, but I'm wondering if you had a chance to flip on a TV in your hotel room and see any of the maybe political ads that might be running. I'm sure they're just getting inundated with them, and if you have any takeaways.
Yeah, they absolutely are. And what's interesting is, you know, on the national side, you have Mike Bloomberg's ads. He is not competing here in Iowa. Tom Steyer, the billionaire, has a lot of money. He has been on the air quite a bit. Bernie Sanders has spent more money on TV here in Iowa than anywhere else. So, you know, we, of course, in Minnesota have an interest in Senator Klobuchar, but most polling so far has showed her in 5th place behind the top 4 other candidates. That's Elizabeth Warren, Buttigieg, Biden, and Sanders. So who knows? Who knows what will happen in those caucus rooms? If Klobuchar is in the top 5, I think, you know, she said she's going to continue regardless.
Okay, it's going to be interesting, that's for sure. Jason, thank you. And stay with WCCO for continuing coverage online and on TV of the 2020 election.